Greetings, YouTube. It is I, Blue Dart, and I'm under a quantum suit because I have the default texture pack right now.
Is this a Skylance?
Of course there's a Skylance. I mean, a ground lance wouldn't be very effective against flying units. Anyway, I'm just on my server. We've got a new guy here. He's goes by the name of Captain Sand, and Dan is checking out one of the new ages that I made. Somebody get back there. I'm gonna take a shortcut, get my mist back out in my linking book. I believe he has gone to my new age, Dartloft. V2 because V1 was a bust. Hello there, Dan. I see you are enjoying my Dartloft.
Yeah, this is pretty neat. Where I was getting ready to put a little more protective coverings around the outside.
Interesting thing, Dan, you look at these sheep here. This is a void age, and I built up quite far. And then, this funny thing is, I put this grass, and it actually, you know, it spread, because I had to use Humara to make grass. But then these guys just spawned here! They spawned in!
That's awesome. Look at you guys spawning in here. They still look retarded, you know that?
Well, they were falling off. Believe it or not, there were tons more, and they kept falling to their death. So I put them in a pen.
Well, that just proves that they're retarded.
Yeah, but there were never meant to be any sheep here. They just kind of happened.
Is this Eternal Day?
It is. And guys, I'm sorry, but I have to do it. Whee! Yeah, that was fun.
That was cool. So you just built all that up there?
Yeah, I just built this up here. It's not really that random. It's actually designed from something other than the sheep. So if anybody could figure that out, you know, points for you.
So have you introduced your new buddy?
Well, not on camera, but he's here, and I said he exists. Oh no! Where did those come from? You are putting rogue leaves everywhere.
I am just trying to keep it a little bit safe so we don't have people running off the edges.
Sine quantum? No, cosine quantum. It's just basic trigonometry there.
Well, what if I told you I never took trig?
What if I told you that, believe it or not, I had to refresh my trigonometry the other day when I was programming?
I'd believe it.
I actually have a specific build in mind, so don't want you messing too much of it, but if you just want to expand it with dirt, that would be acceptable.
Alright, where's your UU at? Why you just start making the crap load of dirt?
Yeah, I don't have much dirt left either, because my system took it all to use my tree farm since I set that up automatically. I don't think I've shown that on camera yet. I think I need to go to my age and show the things I've done. The chunks are loading slowly. Good thing I turned my button off here. So for everybody on YouTube, this little button will actually activate and deactivate my system. At the moment it's deactivated so that I can load here and be on it with my internet access. Sometimes, certain times of the day I can actually be on here and it doesn't make a stink about it when I have this on, but right now I'm pretty sure it would boot me immediately.
Oh no, here comes the Seemster.
Oh no, he's back to knit you a new bonnet. Hide the yarn!
Yeah, well I'm sad because you're...
I'm a what? A dwarf?
Well...
Oh, that's a low blow, man. Low blow. Of course, my height, they're all low blows.
Well, I wasn't going to go there, but okay.
You know, you normies really burn me up. You think that just because, in comparison to me, you are roughly the size of a 2013 Kia Sorento, that you could just push me around anytime you want. Well, you know what? No more. I'm tired of it. Okay, someone's been messing with my stuff.
That's weird.
Okay, who made 20 low-voltage transformers? I used to have wood in this one. People are messing with my stuff. I'm gonna have to barricade it.
So what do you think I'm doing in Sage? I mean, really, this is just a random blob in the middle of the sky with a marble power.
Well, once I get it all built, I was actually gonna probably put some more machines in there, and... Oh, look, somebody took my iron, too. They're always taking my stuff. How much stuff did you take from my chest, Dan?
I just took a stack of wood.
Somebody took all my redstone.
Nope, that wasn't me. Aw, poor Captain Sand can't get into the world.
Sound like you can't just make more with you matter.
Do you think my tunnel logged in?
No, he didn't log in. I check the logs like every day to see who logs in and stuff.
I wouldn't put it past him. I'm in a cloud. Hello! The thing I like about this stage is the fact that I'm in a friggin' cloud and jumping around with sheep.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh my god, we need a mushroom suit to shoot with portals.
Shoot?
Yes, like from Super Mario.
You mean bloop bloop bloop?
Yep.
And it throws you into the bottom of a void age with no way out, and it goes doo 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 doo.
That would be
Not cool.
awesome.
Hey, did I show you the stuff in my world yet? 'Cause I made like a bunch of other stuff. that's gonna show it on camera anyway.
Well, you haven't showed me much of anything. I almost fell into the void.
Now for the YouTube audience to see down here my dirt. It's all gone. I'm serious. It's just all gone. The sand's running out too, and there's a reason my sand's running out and my dirt's running out.
You need to bring like some way to recharge the gravity suits here.
So the reason all my sand and dirt is running out is because over here I have my tree farm automatically set up to make itself humus and put it in this chest where the humus gets stocked automatically, right? So what happens is in here, I've got this chest and I stock it with fertilizer, and the dirt comes from my system and gets stored in here. So it always tries to keep 64 dirt in here, but since I'm out of dirt, this tree farm has stopped. That's right, I used an entire diamond chest worth of dirt on my tree farm. Now, as for the sand shortage, I mean, there's a good amount of sand in there, but actually I used some of my sand automatically. See, right down here where my ender chest is, I've got an automatic crafting table here that actually handles the production of TNT.
Oh my god, TNT making.
Because I end up having just a ton of gunpowder from that one austere bee that I bred, because that austere bee not only has, well, I can show it to you, it's boss. Now, generally, an austere bee will have the ability Creeper, which is a very explosive ability.
Sounds like it. Sounds like they like little children also.
However, I've bred it. See, this austere princess has the Explorer trait, which actually gives you experience when you stand next to it. So if we put this sucker back in, once it breeds itself, our experience bar is going to slowly go up. Look at that. Just standing around here.
Oh my god, yes. You could just, like, go AFK and come back to level 40.
Yeah, sure. I'm not sure if I made multiple ones of these around it, if it would multiply it. But yeah, it took me a very long time to breed this guy. It's actually because he had the creeper of it. And then I got them to breed to have no ability, which was far, far better than having the creeper ability.
So, with the creeper ability, does that just make you... It just explodes when you walk by it?
Yeah, it'll explode when you get close to it if you're not wearing the apiarist's armor. So I had to... Because I don't want it to explode, and I'm not certain on this, but I just figured that when it exploded, it would destroy itself. So I don't know. I don't want to chance it. I have no idea what he's trying to say.
So I was on his channel earlier, and I got to say I was actually seriously creeped out with all the brony stuff.
Dude, I watched part of it, and I was like, I don't care for this kind of stuff, but I watched one of his Minecraft videos, and they weren't half bad.
No, his Minecraft videos are awesome. He's really good at it.
Oh, okay.
But the bronies, it's creepy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I have a liquid loader here. Check it out, because these 7 coke ovens, which are on the tail end of my tree farm, they're actually producing a lot of creosote oil. And down here I have a distribution pipe, and those are not the numbers on it, but it only allows like a third of the stuff in through. I'm not sure why it also has 1. It's probably a glitch.
Oh, I moved too quickly.
Oh, Dan left.
It told me I was hacking.
Yeah, that's why I usually disconnect and reconnect whenever I change Mistcraft ages if I'm going to stay there for more than a bit.
Holy crap, that just sucked all the juice out of my... I'm down to 9% on my gravity chest plate. I was at like 50.
What did you do? Did you leave it on?
No, for some reason when I logged in, it down to 9%. What the? Nuclear reactor? Here I come. I really like how you just have a reactor in your basement.
So that's kind of cool. I've got this set up to pipe up all the juice out of here, and then this tank cart over here just kind of goes back and forth between here. And you can see there's a small setup here because this elevator rail here, it moves it up when it's powered, but it will not go down it if it is also powered. So that's what these repeaters are here for.
Honestly, in real life, if you had a nuclear reactor in your basement, the government would come and stab you.
Stab you? I think they just incarcerate you, maybe.
Probably incarceration, but I'd like to think they'd stab first and ask questions later.
And here it comes, and down it goes, see? So just 2 of them. Let's come over here.
And the rail actually comes all the way under here.
To this liquid unloader, and it goes into this tank, which I will show you where this is, because these tanks are pretty sweet.
So seriously, the Chad Pack thing has had me just busting out laughing lately, because I watched that, and it was so funny.
Yeah, I suppose I could let people in on that since it's been several episodes past it, and episode 4 it's been what? Let's see, I'm posting this on 13th of October. It looks like it is on the calendar, and that Chad Pack, he never said Chad Pack, he said Jet Pack, right, Dan?
Yeah, I yelled jetpack.
But I heard Chad Pack, and I just went with it, and then it was your catchphrase, and since the cat's out of the bag, we got to get you another catchphrase, unless you're gonna just say Chad Pack for real all the time now.
Nah, I don't think I like a Chad pack.
But you just said it. Oh, look, tons of honey in here. See, all the excess honey comes into here from my bees. So when my system's on, it will all come in here. And this thing is nearly full, honestly.
Does that say 4,362 buckets of honey?
It does indeed say that much. That is a lot of honey.
And is it true that if you break the block,
Not nearly as much seed oil, but at least some.
break a block on it, that it all stays in there?
Some of the blocks. Some blocks that you break that actually destroys it. Don't break any of my blocks, please.
I'm not going to break it. I was just asking if that was a true deal.
Yeah, sometimes. Go test it in a test world. You'll get the hang of it. Here's some creosote oil. I got about 2,000 buckets in here. Sweet, last time I logged in I had like maybe 1,000, so this is building up. And of course biofuel, which, a good 3,000 for this. Did you see my automatic biofuel production now? Because I automated it, instead of just having it manual.
I have not seen it.
This area over here, by the way, is not... I was going to do something else with this, I haven't done it yet. Don't worry about it. But over here in my liquid facility, I changed it up a bit. It's got, I actually have some underworkings that I'm not going to bother to show. I mean, people can figure them out, honestly, for themselves. But this, basically, any excess saplings and any excess compressed plant balls, which I automatically get from all of the wheat that is excess, comes in here, and they try to get filled into these things. So if I ever have any, they come right in here. You can see there's 8 saplings in. But at the moment, apparently, I forgot to stock fertilizer, because that is manual. But then again, last time I came here, I just stocked like 12 stacks of fertilizer, and, it left it for like 2 weeks. It was good. And I see you're moving the floor with the portal gun. At least you can move that construction foam. I found that out a while ago. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I was just wondering if what was underneath it, if there's basement or anything. Because you really do like making basements.
Well, there's not a basement on purpose here. It's just that there's a lot of, cords and pipes and junk, and it has to go somewhere.
I mean, seriously, your basement has a basement, which has a basement.
Well, basements are more efficient. Plus, if you think about it, in a normal world, if you have creepers and such outside, well, what would happen if you accidentally blew a chunk out of the side of your house? Well, nothing, because your basement is very secure.
True.
Of course, there are no creepers in this world, unless I screw something up. Anyway, I also have these squeezers here. This one right here is responsible for any excess seeds, and it turns into seed oil, puts it in those tanks down there. And these two are each responsible for honey and honeydew, respectively, and they will also go into the honey tank, which is why I have a ton. And these things at the front are pulling out the propolis that is a byproduct, and sticking them in this ender chest, which is my sorting chest.
Nice.
And I think this one right here, this was meant to be phosphor, but I actually put that somewhere else.
I think we'd better get this.
Oh yeah, what does he want?
I think he wants peat, I believe. Peat.
Should be too hard. Yeah, I'm on it.
I'm not sure if he wants the peat or the bog earth, actually.
That's a good question. He's never very clear about details like that.
Because he was asking earlier about what kind of stuff you need to start a peat bog. That's one of the few things I actually know.
Yeah, if he wants bog earth, I can't help him there because I don't have the dirt to make it.
So I'm going to take my stone nug and I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to get plastered.
Alright, I haven't showed that on camera either. Oh, did you already send him some?
I think that was just a premature thank you for everything. So what do I want, rum or light white ale?
It's like the 12th thing I'm sending him in the mail.
I'll go with the rum. I'd love me some Cat Morgan. It's good and good for you. Not really, but you get my gist. So can you pass out in this game from drinking too much?
You could die, but not with a quantum suit.
You should totally just do this. Get drunk and walk around a little bit. This is fun. I have no idea where I'm going. Whee! Oh my god. Smart moving should add drunken movement.
I think it may add teleporting. That was not an edit, people. He did that.
Or it looks like he's stumbling and falling all over the place. Because I'm totally drunk right now.
You are getting into the reserves, and I haven't even showed this, so let's come out here proper, and I have, it looks over here, wine cellar. There's no wine. There's never any wine. The rum. Where's the rum? Why is the rum always... No, I'm just kidding. It's there.
Why is the rum always gone?
Yeah, that...
Because I drank it.
You did drink a good amount of it. I just like the look of this. It's pretty sweet. It's got all these lamps on the sides. It took me a while to build it. If I want to put it in practical terms, it took me about 6 episodes of Home Improvement to build this. I don't know what that equates to.
Oh my gosh. Who watches that? I mean, really. Home Improvement. Yes. You do that so well. It's weird.
So I just put like construction foam on the bottom. This is just default color, light gray, and then I colored black at the sides. This actually took a while because there was a lot of construction foam. I had to put down the stupid scaffolding and then right-click with the thing. But you know, you could do 13 at a time. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I just realized the other day you can use scaffolding to build with.
What is this reinforced stone in here? It's supposed to be like a fridge, but I couldn't think of how to make it a fridge, so I just gave it like a reinforced stone here, in case the fridges had to explode if you put too much. And let's shake up the contents in here, because we have what do we have here?
Yeah, alright.
Right now I have rum, light white ale, and watery soup ale. That's all I've bred so far, but you know, over here I've got the ingredients. I went ahead and put a bunch of water cells in here. I took some of my wheat and put it here, and then the hops. I've got not a ton.
I gotta tell you, Dart, watery soup ale does not sound good. Not one bit.
Barrels, mugs, and some taps. So I've been experimenting with this. I just wanted a nice area to be able to experiment with this stuff, and I don't exactly know what's what. I did, however, look up how to make certain things, and I found that this is the easiest one to make. Literally just put sugarcane in here to get rum, and I just put a stack in, I think, each one. And that's it. You don't even have to put water cells in there. It's weird.
Ooh, fire resistance.
To be continued. They spawned in!
Look at you guys spawning in here. They still look retarded.